Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney! We have reached the final chapter of the first Ace Attorney game, which, on one hand, I would say that, I can't believe we're here at the final chapter because it did come quick. But I'll get to this in a second. I think we're going to be on this chapter for a while. But before that, in the last video, we reached the original end of the game, which was the whole conclusion to the Edgeworth chapter. Maya left. We had that cute little credit scene where all the characters were shown. Unfortunately, Old Bag was one of them. And yeah, that's where the game originally ended, but there was a chapter added on at some point in one of the iterations of the game, which is the one we're at now. And as I alluded to before, yeah, this one's gonna be long. As you know, sometimes when I get super stuck, I have a guide that I consult. And that guide is sort of like sectioned off like, oh, day 1 investigation, day 1 trial, like that. So I was told that this chapter is super long, and I was like, okay, how long? So I decided to like skim through that guide. Don't worry, I didn't look at any of the answers, I don't know anything. What I do know though is that, yeah, this is really long. I forget how many days it goes on for. I don't know if it's the same or if it's one extra, but the trials, okay, it says like day 1 trial former, day 1 trial latter. So it's like 2 trials in one day? Is there gonna be like a break in the middle? Like what? It's like Danganronpa 2 style. There's a break in the middle of it. I don't know. But I guess we're gonna be at it for a while. I don't know if these investigations are gonna be longer than normal. I don't know. I'm gonna try and gauge it as well as I can. If I can keep it all in one video like I've been doing, and maybe they're just a little longer, that'd be great. But if it's gonna just go on for 8 billion years, I might have to cut in the middle. I don't know, maybe these trial former, trial latter is going to be a good spot to like separate videos. There's only one way to find out, and it is by continuing forward. But without Maya, what am I going to do without her? Also, is Edgeworth going to be here? I mean, I hope. I'll be sad without him. Okay. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. Dude. We've been out of work since then? Also, that can't be true because in the credits that we saw, it showed like, oh, things are just going on as they were before, like with trials, and showed you and Edgeworth and Judge doing a trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. Who? February 22nd. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Who are you? Also, Phoenix, you do kind of need to pay the bills. Who are you? Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. I don't know who you are. Who are you? You look weirdly similar to Maya, which is why I keep wanting to give you the Maya voice. You know what? Maybe you should just be my normal voice. No one has just my voice. Okay, it doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Huh? Wait, what? Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? Do I look like I'm named Mia? I'm sorry, but Ms. Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yeah, that's me. Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. Everyone always gets the details wrong. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? Right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. What is your plan, Phoenix? You're just waiting around for Maya? Please? I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. She does weirdly look like Maya. Maya? Could it be... Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Okay, let's talk. Emma? Emma, was it... you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of... jumpy. Or maybe just young. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. You look older than 16. I had you... I mean, I know you're wearing childish things, but I thought you were in, like, your 20s. Oh, I see. Wait. Only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known. At my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position, then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less. Right. Another future professional in training. Also, 16 is young for 11th grade. Well, no, you're 15. You're not even 16 yet. That's very young for 11th grade. Anyways, the case. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. Why do I always get murder cases? Never anything else. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but... That's interesting. How would she know Mia? I won't ask just yet. I'm first asking about how you're a scientific investigator. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. You're 15, you're a child. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure, can't fault her for lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. But first I have to ask about Mia. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Yeah. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? Well, that's nice. But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh. I'm sorry. This is awkward. I know it can cheer you up, and that is my donut! See this? It's my donut. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. That is crazy, you've never seen a donut before. Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit. She analyzed it, scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'd give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. Alright, well, good talk. Let's meet your sister. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. So sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. I can't give you a voice till I see you, girl. Or did you not want to raise this year? Oh, understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hello? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Turn around. Maybe I'm just gonna give you like a mean girl voice. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Hey, how do you know me?
Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit.
You kind of look like Mia. It's weird, you look like you should be related to Mia. And Emma looks like she should be related to Maya. Or, I'm sorry, what exactly is it? Is that you do? Is it that you do?
My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district.
You're a prosecutor? You look more like a military officer. Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like... They look like them too.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
A lot, anyways, the case.
There's something you should know from the start.
Which is?
The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime.
Huh?
Oh, wait, but the suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright?
Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened?
The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m.
That's quite specific.
It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it?
The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk. Classy.
I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were.
Well, that's just great. Who's the victim? So, who was the victim?
An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. I killed Gumshoe. Okay, that's what I'm telling you.
No!
A detective. Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach.
By you.
Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. You didn't answer my question.
I see.
Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you?
Uh-oh.
What, Mr. Wright? What does that mean?
Well, it means...
The police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so.
This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. I see now why it's gonna take so long. This is a rough one. So you're the chief prosecutor?
That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell.
That's an awfully large nutshell.
Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize this district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright.
I've never met you. You just look like Mia. Huh?
In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand?
You hurt it.
Oh, this. I cut myself by accident, when I stabbed him, that is.
You're not making this easy, girl. Now you're saying you stabbed him? Did you do it or not?
Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose.
How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the same class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? Maybe it was self-defense? Relation to Mia. You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her?
Emma told you that too, did she?
Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office.
Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia.
Hey, I'm an undefeated attorney. I solved the Edgeworth case.
It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students.
Different?
She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. She also weirdly looked like me. That was probably why she was attracted to me.
Excuse me?
Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was.
Oh. Did Mia tell you that, or are you just like that full of yourself? You're like, yeah, she was a little obsessed with me.
I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way.
Sounds a bit different when Emma says it.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Excuse me?
As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. I'm turning around now, Mr. Wright. I love that this is a built-in thing with my character. I just turn around. It's a back sprite of me. Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you.
You mean you're requesting my services as your defense?
Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. This case is over.
Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. God, this is confusing. Did you do it or not? Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. Girl, you've even got the same sprites as Maya.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
Huh? About what?
My sister, she's not always like that, you know.
I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again.
She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her.
I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that.
She's a bitch.
What happened to her?
I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not.
Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we?
Okay.
This is so weird. I keep wanting to give her the Maya voice. To the underground parking lot. So this is the lot where it all happened.
Looks like they're still investigating.
Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this.
Hey everyone, keep up the good work.
Hey, what are you thinking?
Well, they're going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello.
Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You expectin' to go unnoticed here, partner?
Hello? Partner?
Who are you?
What?
Dude,
that cowboy?
And how am I supposed to give you a voice that sounds different than Lana? What do we have here? Looks like a Bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner.
Mr. Marshall.
Oh, nice knife. Okay. Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's cold strike, see?
Strike?
This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in Desert Dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? I don't know, I'm so confused. My brain keeps shutting off trying to voice his lines because I don't know what he's saying to me. What are you doing? Okay. You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Is that a hombre, a friend of yours?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. He's a detective.
Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems.
Okay, well, let's look around.
Door.
Look, a door. This must mean something.
I'm not sure that doors mean anything.
No, it won't open. A mysterious lock.
I fail to see what's mysterious about it.
Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more.
Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? God, you're so Mia-esque. It feels weird voicing these lines in my own voice and not the Mia voice. Or the Maya voice.
Aha, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
What's the difference? It's scientific. In scientific terms, please.
Scientific, huh?
Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright.
This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Right? I miss Mia. Maya, why do I keep saying that?
I claim I miss her, but then I keep calling her Mia.
It's because we're talking about Mia so much right now. What's this, a wallet? Excuse me, officer?
Oh, wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright?
What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police.
I don't believe it. This is a real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket.
How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me.
A foldable wallet found at the crime scene. There seems to be something inside. I'm called to duty already at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay?
By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this.
Okay. Now, look at the court record. I know. I was literally about to do that. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides.
This is so random. Like, we're implementing this new mechanic this late into the game?
Now, let's start examining from every angle.
Whoa!
Oh, look. I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of the A button. Okay.
Police department. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189.
See? Well, isn't scientific investigating useful?
I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it.
This was not scientific at all, Emma. An investigator's ID card found at prosecutor's office crime scene. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find.
I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Okay.
Back to investigating.
Phone.
Here, a phone. Let's see if it works.
Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching.
I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure.
What is she blabbing about?
Hey, what did you just say?
See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. This thing.
This wall is in our way.
It's got a faucet for water.
Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank.
I fail to see how it makes it any difference either way. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water.
It's heavy. I can't even budge it.
The drum over here is on its side.
Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout.
I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested.
What? I'm not suspicious.
This just reminds me of I the Somnium Files. There's a body in an oil drum in that game.
Okay, what else we got? This. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance.
Oh, was that a Phoenix line? Whoops.
What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit.
Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose.
Aha! The theory of relativity.
What?
I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe, you know, was Mr. Relativity German, or was he British?
Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name?
I'm not so sure about you
getting that job in 3 years, girl.
Okay, is there any... Aha. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble talking today.
Everything is off. I'm not doing a Maya voice, it's throwing me off. You can see the whole parking lot from in there.
It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe?
Huh?
Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later.
I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office.
You know I scored a 97 on my science test the other day?
Too bad they don't have a test for common sense.
Oh dear.
Okay. I think that's...
Oh wait, no, I can slide. hello, whoa. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. I already forget the voice I gave you. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. Stop that with your knife. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Gah, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? I'm gonna get drunk first. Well, well. The little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please? No problem, partner. About time for anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. You might just find you a... you like... Stop saying words that are making me look stupid. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self. Look for... I want to say Vitals, but there's two T's. Ville's Saloon. Is it Cerveza? Cerveza? I don't know. Maybe we should check out room 1202. The High Prosecutor's Office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me, were you two all set? Us? So many new characters. What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Oh, thank you. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance. Especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Ellie, you're the witness. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yipes, she means it. So many new characters. The case. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is a salmon. Destiny. Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the names of innocents. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, shut your mouth about scientific evidence. Mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all.
Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. Me too, Phoenix. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors.
What you witnessed.
So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star?
It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. You see, Lana Skye wielded that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see.
You mean you saw the very moment of the crime?
The sound of his silvery ties to the world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears, and the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife.
Wait a second, you know Lana Skye?
Of course, it's quite a feat becoming a chief prosecutor. Anyways, eat lunch. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder?
She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? I get the feeling she wasn't always a lunch lady. Angel.
Could we ask a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here.
Why not make the lunches here rather than import them?
Did you say something?
No?
Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General So's trilobite lunch set.
Never mind. You in.
I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office.
Your boyfriend?
See the security room over there?
The glass-walled booth?
I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him.
Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance.
So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here.
Useful analysis. Not. Hi, Miss Maya. Prosecutor's office. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility.
Hostility? Ah, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder.
I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past.
That'd be a sure case of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course.
I mean, now you're talking cough up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Alright, well. I guess I'm gonna move on now. To the High Prosecutor's office. Oh! Someone's a fan of the Steel Samurai.
This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really.
Thanks.
Look! There's a trophy or something there.
A trophy? What's that, shield?
It takes real nerve to display stuff like that.
Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright.
You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you?
That voice. I knew it! I saw that hanging on the wall, that red coat, and was like, oh, it's Edgeworth. So, Edgeworth, you are a fan of the Steel Samurai, are you?
That's so cute. I'm so happy to see you.
Long time no see, Edgeworth.
Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth.
You know of him from somewhere?
Oh, of course. I'm his biggest fan. Hey, back off. You got a competition here. My sister introduced us once and...
Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all.
Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk.
No, did I? No.
This is so cute though, his office has all these little trinkets around. He's a steel samurai, like, figure displayed. I love you, Edgeworth. It was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That should be my car. What of it? Oh, I've never seen you make that face before, Edgeworth. What? Your car? You like the color red, don't you, Edgeworth? I'll say one thing. She certainly can scream. Hello, my darling. The case. So the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it, Wright. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less? No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. I'm the Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember, you've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you just say? Oh, so it's gonna be a classic trial. It's gonna be me against you, baby. Lorna Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? Anyways, Edgeworth. To be honest, it's been a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Downright hot. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Poor Edgeworth. Back in a tough spot. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life. Impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? The bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. I wanna know, what is it? There's a big K on it. Lorna Sky. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. And why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? How did she get the keys to your car, Edgeworth? Why was it unlocked in the first place? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. Jeez, Edgeworth, you cannot catch a break. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. The murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. Traces of victim's blood. No prints. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Let me check the court record. Should I look at this thing now? Ooh, blood. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it up on I can't talk today. Roughing it up in the wild. Roughing it in the wild. Jesus. God, that was rough.
Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. Okay, I don't think... no, that's it. I can zoom in. Ooh. Zoom. Okay. Anyways. Oh, I'm gonna examine your room. I don't know why I forgot I could do that. I gotta know about this, bud. My. What an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No, I wanted to know about the Steel Samurai. No kidding. Okay, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. As in Wendy, old bag. Edgeworth, I'm so sorry. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Oh my god. Edgeworth keeps getting gifts from old bag. I'm so sorry that she's obsessed with you. That's horrifying. To be fair, I'm also obsessed with you, so like I get where she's coming from. Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? Heck no. Why did you do that to me? Why did you do that to me, Gabe? Duh. I don't think so. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket. Right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. Just getting way too excited about this. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. Did you win? King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. Looks broken. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that. No, you deserve it. Do you do dirty tricks to, you know, win cases a lot of times? Yes, but you're Miles Edgeworth, so you deserve it. I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Given to Edgeworth, King of Prosecutors, at the PD on the day of the murder. Okay, let me look at it. Why is it broken? Check. No, I gotta look at this. Apparently it's not broken. It just looks like that. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma? I guess he must be a foreigner. Oh god. Von Karma. Yeah, that's probably it. Poor Edgeworth has to have this trophy that has Von Karma's name all over it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. No, he's a murderer. I'd like to meet this Von Karma sometime. You'll have to go to jail to do that. When she says it, his name does kind of have a ring to it. Okay, is that it? I guess so. Anyways. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files and here until wee hours of morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. He's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? Well, Edgeworth is cool. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use, easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you.
Yeah, I think Gumshoe's the one doing all the polishing. Whoa! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor.
I guess you would feel important.
Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact would be... The time until impact with the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds.
That's handy to know.
Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set.
I go more for the instant tea bags myself.
Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor.
I love how we're just going through all of Edgeworth's stuff while he's just standing there, like...
Yep, I'm just letting them do this for some reason. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction.
There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Ladder.
Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder.
Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights.
He must have someone get them for him.
Gumshoe. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe?
He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool.
You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on the ladder.
That's so cute.
Aw, Edgeworth. I still think you're cool.
Hey, a chessboard.
I'm not too up on my chest, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot.
The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn.
Huh?
Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have real sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky.
Kind of reminds me of you. It's a metaphor of him destroying us.
Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Edges. Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Edgeworth, you don't still hate me, do you? I hope not. Am I done spying on your room? Did I sufficiently go through all your stuff? You don't have anything new to say? What if I present to you this thing?
Well, like, you'd say more about it?
So basically this says that you were the best of the best last year, huh?
You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield.
So it is broken. The police department?
Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you?
Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah.
I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken?
I was wondering that too. Maybe I'm more similar to Emma than I'd like to admit. She also loves Edgeworth. She asks the same questions I do. I know nothing about science though. I'm horrible at science.
What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right.
He doesn't seem too concerned about his award for better or for worse.
Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday?
Aha! Now we can talk. The day of the crime. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder?
Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office.
Cleaning day?
Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. It was an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors.
And that's when you got this shield.
I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12.
That's very precise.
People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves with our precision, Mr. Wright. Now I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence.
Record of parking in the prosecutor's office lot. Entered at 5:12 p.m.
This is the parking stab from the underground lot.
The murder took place around 5:15. That was a quick turnaround.
So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere.
Oh!
Jeez, that scared me. What are you?
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises?
I'm Edgeworth. What is it?
I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky?
I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir. No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow.
Going to kill you? Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of...
Give me your name.
Yes. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins.
Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month.
But, sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck.
Right.
Yes, sir. God, he caught me off guard.
As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there.
Thanks. He seemed to have finally calmed down at least. He was not happy.
I'll miss you.
Maybe it was that guy. It was... Police Officer Meekins. He's the murderer.
Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi. And traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Huh? Hold on, what's that? Isn't that thing that the guy was like, I'm gonna make this the police department mascot, just you watch.
Did he succeed? Aw, so cute. Look at the animation, wow! Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that?
Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me.
He sure is running over here fast.
Hey, pal, what are you doing here? Gumshoe, why are you dancing with the Blue Badger?
Oh, you're such a dork. That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there?
What? Well.
Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information.
Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal.
Uh-huh, sure.
The case. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Oh, why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second?
Huh, me?
Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister.
Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister. Just please investigate the case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
The investigation.
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time?
What do you mean, this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest-ranking people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest-ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank-and-file detectives in at all. None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat.
That's a good use of time.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall.
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
A policeman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Okay, well, let's look around. Let's look at the blue badger. I was wondering about that. What, the dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. Aw, so cute.
You mean you made this, Detective Gumshoe?
The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery-powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor blue badger, fated to dance until he drops.
Oh, this is evidence somehow. A work of art, designed by the chief of detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. Okay. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911.
You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters.
They hardly even look human. She has a point.
That's why no one can find them. I always get excited when I come to the police station.
Why is that?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Huh?
You know, with all the police and criminals.
Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust.
Funny. I thought they were talking about the weather. Are they? Look, the patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried.
I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes.
Make a good pair. I love them. They should get married.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they're designed after a panda.
A panda.
Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. A game theory.
Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been to the zoo, see?
What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo?
The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign.
Nice slogan.
I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
I think most families can figure that out without the extra help.
I gotta present something to Gumshoe.
Oh, we're on doors. The detectives in there look pretty busy.
Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action.
Somehow, the thought fails to excite me.
Do you know the guy?
Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Huh? Hey, pal. This is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see. Bruce Goodman.
Aha, I was right.
Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim.
That's what I thought.
Could you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Okay.
So this ID card belongs to the victim?
He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot.
And Lana's confessing as much. Show you something else now?
Hey, why is this broken? Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten. Thanks for nothing, Gumshoe.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors.
Well, that did me no good. Okay, how about this knife? Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? Who would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Oh, wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
I have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
Know anything new?
Ah, Edgeworth's troubles.
He's in a tough spot. Again.
Poor Edgeworth. Can't get your break. Again. Yeah, how could you forget, Phoenix?
Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot.
That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police.
I'm so tongue-tied today, guys. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA.
For a moment there, I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Received from Detective Gumshoe. Allows bearer to investigate the crime scene. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay, if you say so.
I'm gonna keep going. I feel like we've got to be close to the end of the investigation. My voice is going out on me, though, so I'm really hoping so. I don't know what the deal is with my talking and my voice today. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Ooh, sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby.
Oh, still here? Hello? Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too.
What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd.
Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. I'm gonna show you my thing. It's this. Would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go straight to the spittoon.
It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate?
Gumshoe. That old cow dog. You holding a birthday party or something? Huh?
Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Gumshoe! I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. I totally forgot his voice. This is different.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a sec.
I tried to do the Maya voice there. You're not Maya.
Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I say I won't be needing this anymore.
Throw it out! Okay, let me talk to you.
The victim. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim?
Good men always die young. Remember that, partner.
Could you be a little more specific?
Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right?
Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale.
I think he means the witness and his angel star.
One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work.
This here's the autopsy report.
Death due to loss of blood, 1 knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back.
So there's no motive.
Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why I didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor.
Or prospector. That's right, he says things differently.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot?
So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon.
You're weird, buddy. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective?
Calling me out. They shoot you for that in Texas.
Huh?
I was one of them fancy-shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth.
Oh, really?
Now he tells me.
But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina?
So why are you in charge?
No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Don't you dare insult Gumshoe in front of me!
Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh?
Don't you dare insult Edgeworth either! Edgeworth?
That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just you don't realize it yet.
Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation?
Okay, do I have to look around? Anything new?
How about this stuff now? You. This looks like a cell phone.
Scientific analysis would suggest that this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out?
Yeah, check it out.
Right, let's check it out. Oh, I'm not even doing that. It's doing it by itself, automatically. You. This phone's still on the redial screen.
Redial?
Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation.
Not that old. Whatever. Let's check this phone out. I saw it flash over a second. Aha! Gotta see who the owner of this phone called last.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first. He just pushes the button.
Hey, that song! I know that! Yeah? Hey, what's going on over there? Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on their phone, didn't you? Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Prospector Sky.
What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. God, I can't talk today. I'm trying to power through. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. No, I think she called you, Phoenix. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Property of Lana Sky. Last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. I think she called us for some reason. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted.
The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn.
Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks.
Okay.
A.
A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors.
Defense attorneys are relegated to B block.
I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright.
I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon.
This...
B block is through there. That's where the visitors park.
I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance.
Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching on a juicy-looking steak.
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Do not think about it. Do you have anything else to talk about? Aha, Lana Sky.
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall?
Yeah, Bambina.
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here, but who? Office atmosphere. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies and being a hot man, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is. Until he met you. Yeah, I kind of ruined that for him. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. You followed the rumor about Edgeworth to their source. You found one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Huh. Dude, what else am I supposed to do now? Aha! What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
You're right. Let's see. 6-7S-12-2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Victim's memo found in the car trunk.
So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we've got some clues. Aha! Did I reach the end of the investigation? We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So, you think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma.
Yes?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. Oh, did I misunderstand? Was it Emma's phone that was ringing earlier, not Phoenix's? Did I read lines wrong? If that was the case, pretend that didn't happen. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. Oh, okay, no. We were just covering for her. I'm not stupid. It was yours. 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. Property of Lana Skye. Last call made to her sister, Emma, at 5:18 on the day of the murder. The detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here.
Oh, most definitely.
I don't have a clear picture at all. And I doubt we met who actually did it yet. My wild guess, though, is that random police officer. It was him.
Okay, well.
This one definitely ran a bit long. Like I said, I was kind of expecting it with this chapter. Crazy, though, because so many new characters. I'm Maya-less, which is very sad, but I've got a girl that's like Maya. I mean, she's cool. I like her, I guess. But I still miss Maya. I'm excited that we're still getting Edgeworth, though. Yay, I was worried we wouldn't. Yeah, I think this will be an interesting one. A long but interesting one. I don't even have any kind of clues about what's going on yet. We're still too early on, especially when this one's gonna be so much longer than the others.
But yeah, I was very tongue-tied today. I don't know why.
This one is running a lot longer than usual. It was a long investigation. So I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!